Presidency mocks Governor Ortom over unpaid salaries and pensions in Benue State. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. Ha! We should leave Ortom, like recently. In less than 12 hours, like the bashing of Governor Ortom of Benue State has been coming. Like, you know, when you are playing table tennis, they're not even giving you chance. You know, they're just you should take it easy now. Hey, the person actually wrote an article. If you see the way the person dealt with Governor Ortom, I was now at some point saying, Oga, it's okay now. I almost said it. But what can we say? Politicians, they will tell you that enemies does not last in politics. Nobody is a permanent enemy and nobody is a permanent friend. Come with me. Let's hear what they said about him this time around. The news in detail, please stay with us. Garba Shehu said Nigeria has had enough of failed politicians who blame others as a diversion for their inability to improve citizens' life. The presidency has ranked Governor Samuel Ortom of Benue State among failed politicians who offer excuses and blame others for their inability to solve their problems. The presidency said Ortom currently holds the country's longest record of unpaid salaries and pensions. Garba Shehu, the senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, said this in a statement titled The Incongruence of Governor Samuel Ortom on Arise TV. The statement was released on Tuesday, January 25th, 2022, in reaction to the governor's constant attacks on President Muhammadu Buhari. Ortom has recently said on Arise TV that Nigerians are regretting voting for the president in 2015. Reacting, Shehu said instead of raising money to settle unpaid salaries in Benue State, Ortom keeps blaming the president, who does not owe federal workers for his woes. He said despite collecting salary bailout, excess crude oil loan and budget support loan, each repayable in 20 years, Ortom could still not perform his task. The presidential spokesperson said Nigeria has had enough of failed politicians who blame others as a diversion for their inability to improve their citizens' life. The statement reads in part, there are two types of politicians in Nigeria today. The first are politicians who are leaders that offer solutions to the challenges facing the voters and the country. They bring forward policies and implement them to improve the lives of others. The second, politicians who offer excuses for the challenges voters face. They avoid ideas and instead blame others for problems they have either not solved or have themselves created. President Muhammadu Buhari is a leader. He inherited a treasury that had been emptied by previous administrations, and he sought and succeeded in repatriating billions of dollars of stolen funds from overseas. His administration discovered more than 500,000 bank accounts operated by ministries, agencies, and departments. In these accounts, the money belonging to the government was kept. Governor Samuel Ortom, office holder, is that other politician. He inherited unpaid salaries and pension arrears, and rather than find a way to raise the funds to pay them, he has blamed the president. This is a president who has not failed to pay the salaries of those working for the federal government and declared the failure of states to do so a national disaster. To avert this, he had at various times lent money to the state in excess of 1.682 trillion, and Benue, Mr. Ortom's state did not miss out on all occasions. Salary bailout, excess crude loan, and budget support loan, each repayable in 20 years. Lagos, for instance, did not collect any of the loans. A few other states declined to take one or two. Mr. Ortom, an office holder who collected on all occasions, currently holds the country's longest record of unpaid salaries and pensions, has no reason, absolutely no reason, to blame President Buhari for the mess in which he put the state and its workers. Having first come claiming that his predecessors created the arrears, it was his business to prove that it was better by paying. Instead of doing that, he joined them. And while he runs up even further salary and pension debts on top of those he was bequeathed, instead of respecting the voters who elected him to office, he publicly attacked them in unprintable words and has raised his own thuggish militia to harass and violate them. The presidency further slammed Ortom for the claim that Nigerians wish to be rescued by PDP. Shehu said no voter will seriously consider it possible to be rescued by a party that allows such a politician such as Ortom in its ranks. This bashing is becoming too much now. But please, let me go back. So the presidency is actually accusing Ortom. Can you care to call the pot black? I did not say anything. No. I'm just asking. Can you care to call the pot black? Like, because I'm trying so hard to understand. If you are going by a pattern now, the PDP and the APC, I don't see any difference. No difference. None. Each of them have their blame. Some people will come for me, but I don't care. Each of them have the portion of their blame. Okay, if the president will come in now and say, oh, he met little funds, what of the funds he found in those accounts? Can he tell us where actually those funds can he be held accountable? Can he be a gentleman and say, oh, this particular funds we use it for this particular project? There is no, you cannot hold these people accountable. This second cannot me. It's the same thing. So they are accusing Governor Ortom and they have their own skeleton in their cupboard. At the end of the day, I don't see who is better here. Yes, because even this particular administration, they come out and they so build on the fact that, you know, the PDP run down the government and left barely enough for them, and why that is. In fact, they always say it. It is like Governor Ortom actually learns from them. Nobody should come for me. Nobody should come for me. It is actually, that is what it is seeming like. Yes. Governor Ortom is doing what he has learned perfectly well from the presidency. Yes. They go about borrowing loans the same way. We are here now. They even say they're going to borrow more this year. And we all know what they're borrowing it for. They are saying they'll use it for this and that. In fact, the subsidy, I don't know, I'm hearing a rumor that the subsidy will no longer be removed. I am shouting a big hallelujah to that, waiting to even confirm if the news is true. So I don't see why, or I don't see how a kettle will call the pot black, because Governor Ortom, if everything they accused Governor Ortom for, if it is true, then he learns perfectly from his principles. Or what do you think? On this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.